Nutrition plays a great role in our daily life. The intake of food or liquids affects our body and health because each food or liquid have nutritional value, which is very necessary for our physical and mental growth. Amidst fast rising price of cooking gas, which has continued to surge in the past few months, some Nigerians have devised an alternative method of cooking. We will look at these other alternatives in the course of our edition tonight. Also coming your way tonight is how sanitation and hygiene are critical to one's health, survival, and development. We are delighted to have you join us on another interesting edition of a Sunday special package. I am Achibon Parsi. Good evening. Considered a crucial opportunity to achieve pivotal transformational change in global climate policy and action, COP26 has opened in Glasgow, United Kingdom. Onengie Finefest reports that parties to the Paris Agreement are to reach consensus on net zero at this conference.
It gives me great pleasure to declare open the 26th session of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change.
COP26 has opened with the understanding that the only way to have a livable future on Earth for humanity is for the world to act now to mitigate climate change, adapt to its impact, and build resilience towards a sustainable pathway.
And together, we can seize the enormous opportunities for green growth, for good green jobs, for cheaper, cleaner power. But we need to hit the ground running to develop the solutions that we need. And that work, my friends, starts today.
Let us rise to the enormous challenge of our time, this pivotal point in history, and achieve success for not just our present generation, but all generations to come.
From the COP presidency to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the message is simple. Glasgow must deliver on the promises of the Paris Agreement.
Global warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius and 2 degrees Celsius will be exceeded during this century unless immediate, rapid, and large-scale reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, especially the carbon dioxide and methane, occur in the nearest future.
We have to make the choice to address climate change. We have to choose the hard but necessary actions. We have to listen to the science and increasingly our global population who are demanding action.
Top on the agenda of COP26 are climate finance, adaptation, and global partnerships to achieve 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. President Buhari is leading Nigeria's delegation to the summit, which holds from 31st October to 12th November 2021 in Glasgow. Onengie Finefest, NTA News.
Good health and sustainable development are possible if governments and citizens give priority to maintaining clean and green environment. This was a view of some Nigerians in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, as they appraised the monthly environmental sanitation by the state government. Clement Barikwi reports.
A dirty or uninviting environment does not just cause infections or repulsion, it also pulls apart one's emotional control and mental stability. The benefit of a clean environment is aptly captured in the popular saying that cleanliness is next to godliness. And this is what the Akwa Ibom State government has tried to achieve through the monthly environmental sanitation exercise. With focus on desilting of drains, the October edition is aimed at reducing flood that has gradually taken over some parts of Uyo in recent time.
If we fail to do it, the water will surely affect our houses. So we love ourselves.
Every Saturday like this, we used to do it. We clean the environment, make the environment tidy, so you live good, you live well.
Because it's good to clean, to make our environment clean. It's very, very necessary.
We normally observe not only monthly, sometimes interval of 2 weeks we do our internal sanitations.
Uyo is very clean. Why I would say it's clean because of this monthly sanitation that is being maintained in the state.
The respondents say waiting for last Saturday of every month before carrying out sanitation may not be enough, but it is the right step in maintaining the cleanliness that Uyo is known for. Clement Barakui, NTA News.
And back home in Cross River State, the astronomical rise in the price of liquefied petroleum gas, also known as cooking gas, and its effect on Nigerians is one major concern dominating public discourse. Investigation reveals that the spiral hike in the cost of the commodity has forced many Nigerians who cannot afford cooking gas to return to the days of firewood and charcoal. Nkuyo Etam spoke with some people in Calabar on this development.
Cooking gas has for a long time now been stable in the open market to consumers who find it clean and cheap for use, but its rising cost is giving users deep concern. Some residents of Calabar are, however, lamenting the hike in the price, and as such, some have resorted to using charcoal for cooking. Observers say the price of kerosene, which would have been an alternative, is not also pocket-friendly, even as the price of cooking gas has shot up to about 800 naira per kilogram.
A kg used to go for 350, but presently now a kg is 800 naira. Whereas other places are giving 900, 950, but we here we choose to give at 800 naira per kg.
It's stress on everybody, on every Nigerian, because it's painful. A gas of 300 or something of that nature, but now it's 800 naira.
I feel bad. Very, very bad. So government should come and do something about it to bring the price of gas down.
High rate of taxation, devaluation of naira, as well as high exchange rate of dollars are some of the main reasons economic watchers say are responsible for the surge in the price of liquefied petroleum.
The exchange rate is so unbearable. It's becoming something we cannot even talk about. $1 of 150, 200, one something is now 600 and it's something we cannot take it in this country.
Because of the exchange rates, the dollar has really gone up.
For persons who earn a living from firewood, it is a bag of mixed feelings, that of disappointment in the rising cost of gas and bricks business while it lasts.
Now, no firewood. To get firewood now they hard. As it hard, this small one we get no market to sell. Like since morning now, nobody say don't sell like 10 naira.
Yes, the charcoal business is moving. Why it's moving is because of now, so many people are patronizing us. Some people now, they don't used to buy charcoal. They are now buying it because of the increment in gas, yes, and also kerosene.
Nigerians continue to express worry over the continuous increment in the price of cooking gas. There is an appeal on government to urgently intervene and come to the aid of the common man. In Calabar, Nkoyo Etam, NTA News.
Realizing the importance of food and nutrition to the populace largely depends on collective efforts of every individual in the food chain process. This is the view of stakeholders as they focus attention on meals consumed by people as panacea for a healthy future. Evelyn Bado Ekpo tells us more on measures towards enhancing consumption of safe food.
Food, no doubt, remains the most essential requirement for sustenance of human life and development. Considering the importance of food to the population, stakeholders say attention should be given to proper processing of food from production to consumption levels.
Agrochemical have been given to farmers in the states. Agri-free loans, cassava stem have been given to farmers. Crops have been given free in the states. So now in Akwa Ibom we have food enough in Akwa Ibom State.
With time, if these farmers are encouraged to plant tomato, there won't be wastage. As you heard, she said there will soon be a puree factory where every excess tomato will be sent down there and formed into tins.
Akwa Ibom State greenhouse tomato, you can keep it for 2 weeks, even more than 2 weeks, because it's very, very durable.
With growing investments in agriculture in Nigeria, states including Akwa Ibom have keyed into the task of increased food production and safety mechanisms to enhance food nutrition.
We ensure that every meat that is processed at the abattoir is very healthy. It's very healthy for the populace. Like in the abattoir, we now flay animals with either charcoal or gas or firewood. We do not accept flaying animals with tires and all that contains chemicals, which is very harmful to the health.
The greenhouse projects, no insects, no pests will attack those crops planted there because they have been screened out.
Agriculturists maintain that food safety remains everyone's business. Hence, the global community focusing on this year's theme on safe food for a healthy tomorrow. In Uyo, Evelyn Badu Ekpo, NTA News.
As a way of improving the welfare of inmates and ensuring that Ebonyi State does not witness any form of jailbreak, Governor David Umahi is constructing an ultra-modern correctional center in Abakaliki. Ijoma Pitangwante reports that the modernized facility with state-of-the-art infrastructure is expected to be completed in August 2022.
Abakaliki Custodial Center, built to house only 384 inmates, is currently accommodating 1,123, while the Custodial Center at Afipo has 286 inmates as against its 200 capacity. This alarming figure and the need to give inmates a closure for a better future gave birth to the construction of an ultra-modern facility.
The state government has, in many occasions, renovated and then rebuilt the fences of Afikpo prisons and that of Abakaliki too. We are doing everything to make sure that, one, they are being fed well. Two, they can still be rebuilt. So all the necessary assistance that the government is supposed to be giving to them, we are doing just that.
The Comptroller of Correctional Service, Ebonyi State Command, Mr. Ondubisi Obodo, acknowledged that on 18th August 2016, as well as during the NSAS protest, there were attempted jailbreaks but were foiled by officers on duty.
To have CCTV in all the cells. So we monitor the inmates in their cells 24/7. Not only that, His Excellency provided us with this, he also provided solar lights all around. The other problem that we have is lack of enough escort vehicles. Courts in the rural areas are prone to attack by violent youths. So we need more vehicles and more trained armsmen.
Some residents interviewed, among other things, suggested proper orientation of inmates to avoid incidents of jailbreak.
The state of our prisons is quite disturbing, and so with what the governor is doing is like putting a round peg in a round hole. It will help to ameliorate the situation.
The modernized facility, according to the security consultant to Governor David Umahi, will have hospital, school, worship centers, among other facilities. In Abakaliki, Ijoma Peter Wante, NTA News.
You're watching news reaching you from the studios of Nta Calabar. You can watch this newscast on our YouTube channel at YouTube/NTA Calabar. Let's go take some commercials. See you soon. Welcome back to our special segment. It was a moment of celebration as the presbytery, officers and members of Apostolic Church Nigeria, Nta Calabar district, rolled out the drums to receive the presiding pastor, Dr. and Deaconess Eten Etobe, into the flock in the district. Ode Aleyo reports that it was time to give honor to whom honor is due.
The district secretary, Richard Epenyon, on behalf of the officers and members of the district, described Dr. Eten Etobe as an evangelist, a great spiritual teacher and mentor.
Having come as the Almighty, the owner of the church, has sent you, the Apostolic Church, Nta Calabar, I say welcome to you, a good soldier.
Chairman of the occasion, Basi Inyang, charged Dr. Etobe to remain focused in the discharge of the spiritual assignment to enhance the spiritual well-being of the Nta Calabar Apostolic District.
What he has seen here and continue his good works, because it is from his good works that he has seen the Lord honoring him with this clement weather, and they turn out here to celebrate with him here.
The celebrant, Dr. and Deaconess Eten Etobe, described the honor done them by the church as overwhelming, thanking God for his faithfulness.
I give God all the glory who has taken everything the way he liked. God has really honored me in this place. This is a very small place, very small district, newly created just last year. I'm the first pastor in this area. So the work is very, very enormous and tedious. God has been with me.
I'm grateful to God for the fact that he has kept us alive, healthy and strong. But the way God has laid in the hearts of the people to sacrificially offer as unto God, I return all praise to God.
The induction and Thanksgiving service in honor of Dr. and Deaconess Eten Etobe was attended by presbyters from other apostolic church districts, including Sabongiri district and other assemblies within and outside Ikoro-Nobong area. In Calabar, Ode Aleyo, NTA News.
The University of Calabar has reiterated its commitment to moral, professional and academic development in line with global best practices. The Vice Chancellor, University of Calabar, Professor Florence Obi, said this at the 43rd matriculation ceremony of the institution. Udua Etam reports that about 11,000 students were formally admitted into the university for the 2020-2021 academic session.
Over the years, the University of Calabar has been recognized for its academic excellence, and the institution has continued to give admission based on students' performances in JAM and aptitude tests. At the 43rd matriculation ceremony of the institution held at the Abraham Odia Stadium, Vice Chancellor, University of Calabar, Professor Florence Obi, who admitted the students formally into the institution after they had been presented by deans of faculties and directors of institutes, congratulated them for the feats. She advised them to embrace the current online programs of the university to achieve academic excellence.
The policy of this administration is that students must record at least 75% attendance at lectures as a condition to write their semester examination. We have directed heads of departments to ensure that those students who have not paid their school charges are not allowed to take part in any continuous assessment or semester examination.
The Vice-Chancellor reiterates determination to sanitize the institution to ensure that there is no harassment or exploitation of students, urging them to shun examination malpractices, cultism and other vices, noting that gross misconduct will not be tolerated.
This administration is determined to improve the welfare of students on campus. It is important also to sound a word of caution to all of you. Our law tags these vices as gross misconducts, and students found indulging in any of these acts will be promptly expelled from the university.
Addressing the concerns of the students is the responsibility of the university management, even as the students are expected to study hard to achieve success.
I intend to be successful by studying hard, working hard, and following the way which UNICA has set for me to be successful in life.
And concerning my career, I know I need to put a lot of hard work. Basically, I'll ask for God's grace and hard work.
I don't need any form of distraction, and by God's infinite grace and mercy, He will help me to achieve all the aims and goals that I've set for myself.
I challenge them to be disciplined and to take their studies seriously. That if they want to come out in flying colors, they have to start now.
To whom much is given, much is expected. It is based on this that the students are advised to adhere strictly to the rules and regulations governing the university. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
About 100 residents of Bayside in Calabar South local government area are beneficiaries of a free eye screening exercise organized by the International Association of Lions Club, District 404A2, Nigeria, Calabar Royal New Lions Club, Region 4. Correspondent reports that diabetes mellitus screening, cancer awareness, revealing the hunger are also some of the major projects to be carried out by the association before the end of this year.
Lions Club International has been in the business of rendering humanitarian services for over 104 years. This time, it is a free eye screening exercise tagged Love Your Eyes, taken to the doorsteps of the poorest of the poor at Enshatown Beach community of Calabar South local government area, popularly known as Bayside. The excitement on the faces of the beneficiaries speaks volumes.
I'm happy that after testing my eye, they gave me a class to help me to read. So I'm very grateful to them for doing this for the generality of the people.
I have problem in seeing things that are far, so they will do a new glasses for me.
People are very, very friendly. So I'm really appreciative of the way people have carried out this exercise.
A big thank you to Lions Club. God will bless them.
I have a small Bible, my marriage Bible, by which I could not read very well. Those tiny words I couldn't read. But now that I've given these glasses, I can now see very clearly.
The super president, Calabar Royal Leo Lions Club, Lion Ekeng urges residents to take advantage of the numerous services rendered by the Lions Club International, which are offered without charges.
Next month, which is November, we'll be carrying out diabetic screening in church in all over about 13 states. That is just for District 404-2. Other Lion, we have District 404A2 also. They will also be doing that.
With the crowd that is here and the people who have come out from this Bayside community to attend to this project, I have seen that I am satisfied, and I've seen it that they really needed this opportunity.
Akampa, Akpabuyo, Calabar South, Etemede Motor Park are some of the communities already benefiting from some of these services. In Calabar, Achibombasi, NTA News.
And with that report wraps up our package for tonight. We thank you so much for being with us. To have a pleasant week ahead. Good evening.